Hello everyone, welcome into the video. My name is Jonathan Messer, host of The Booby Show, and in today's video we are going to be predicting the Texas A&M Missouri game. Let's get right into it. So let's start with A&M. Let's talk about the number 3 team in the nation. It's looking like they're going to be a shoo-in for the SEC championship. They can lose this game and still get in. Marcel Reed leads that charge, looking like a Heisman candidate. Probably will end up in New York if things continue on this trek. He looks good. He can move. He can bomb it. He just looks like a complete quarterback. He's throwing the ball to 2 elite pass catchers, Casey Concepcion and Mario Craver. 2 legitimate downfield deep threats. They can run quick game, take it to the house, or they can go deep. 85-yard touchdowns. Trust me, I saw it. Running the ball, this year's been a little weird because one of the best running backs in the nation hasn't been playing much. Le'Veon Moss gave it a go, and he's just been out. He can't go. That's fine because you got Ruben Owens. You knew this was going to be a stacked backfield coming into this year, and it sucks that Le'Veon Moss hasn't been a part of it, but Ruben Owens is really good, and he's more than sufficient. He's also running behind a really good offensive line, one of the best O-lines in the nation, in my estimation, and that's going to be a key to this game, the trenches. Moving on to Missouri's offense, it's going to be a little weird. As we know, Beau Pribula went down in the Vandy game. Really gross injury. It sucks. He was having a great season, transfer from Penn State. But it's time for 4-star, 9th-ranked quarterback in the 2025 class, according to 247 Sports, Matt Zollers, to come in and start. How's he going to do? It's kind of a shot in the dark. You hear everything about his high school career. How he was a little bit turnover prone, but the dude can fling the ball all over the field. I've got confidence in him, but it's going to be interesting to see what he can do here. He's throwing to 2 really good targets. Although Brett Norfleet is hurt, we knew that a few days ago that came out. Kevin Coleman and Marquise Johnson are the 2 best receivers on this team and are already balling, so it's weird for me to say they have to step up, but they're going to have to step up even more. You got to help a young quarterback. In his first start ever against the number 3 ranked team in the nation, that's hard. I think about in 2021 when Florida threw Anthony Richardson out against one of the greatest defenses we've ever seen in his first start, and there was just nothing going. Of course there's not. You're throwing a dude who's never started a football game into a fire against one of the greatest defenses ever. I'm not saying this A&M team's one of the greatest defenses ever. I'm just comparing the situation. And we're going to talk about this A&M defense, who's going to pose a lot of problems. I'm not going to talk about the keys to victory yet, but Ahmad Hardy is we know he's one of the best running backs in the nation. So he's going to have to help out Zollers a lot today. They're the 7th-ranked rush offense. So that's going to have to keep going. A lot of that, obviously Ahmad Hardy, like I said, is one of the best running backs in college football. But a lot of that also kind of depended on Pribula to be able to use his feet. Is Matt Zollers going to be able to do the same thing? We don't know. He's not as mobile as Pribula is. Okay, let's move over to this elite A&M defense. Everyone knows the name Cassius Howell now. I mean, he's a guy we knew coming into this year was going to be a baller. 9.5 sacks. He's one of the best edge rushers in the SEC. I mean, he's been one of the best edge rushers in the nation, maybe the best. He's really good, and he's going to pose a big threat for Matt Zollers. And it's nice when you have bump and run DBs who can be put on an island like Will Lee and just sit back and blitz and fire and go, go, go. This defense is really good. This defensive front is elite, and it sucks that for such a young quarterback to come in here in his first start to have to play such an elite defensive line. That's almost an impossible situation for anybody. They're 29th against the run. They're 37th against the pass. So there are plays to be made against this secondary, mainly explosive plays, not necessarily just quick game. And that's usually when you get a team that can rush the passer really well. Usually you like to think quick game. Okay, let's check it down, and we got a young quarterback. Let's start trying to check it down. Well, A&M's going to key on it. They're going to stack the box because they know Ahmad Hardy is one of the best running backs in college football. They know they have one of the best pass rushes in college football. And they know you got a new starting quarterback, a young guy. So, of course, they're going to stack the box. They're going to crowd the line. How's it going to go? Well, I guess only time will tell. Defensively for Missouri, Damon Wilson and Zion Young are a great duo off the edge. Explosive, fast. They get to the quarterback. Now, they have a good amount of sacks. They're not a huge sack team, and it's fine. I think sacks are an overrated stat. I'm more of a pressures person because if you can affect the quarterback, that's what you want. You don't necessarily have to bring him down in order to affect the quarterback. Now, obviously, sacks, you lose yardage, that's great, but especially on third down, you don't need a sack. If you can pressure the quarterback to get him to throw an air ball, that's cookies for your DB, or it's just a punt, So that's a great duo. And then up front, I love this D-line. I absolutely love this D-line. Chris McClellan transferred in from Florida, I believe, 2 years ago. Marquise Gracial. You just got guys, and they're big. Those two are big dudes to stop up the middle of the line. Reuben Owens and that offensive line are going to have their hands full all game. So, and then you look at where Missouri stacks up statistically. 9th against the pass, 6th against the run. It doesn't matter if you're the third-ranked team in the nation. Obviously, that means you're a good football team, but it's going to be hard to move the ball against this good defense. I'm a big believer in good offenses are going to score if they're clicking, regardless of how good the defense is. But if A&M's not clicking, this is a big spot for Missouri right here. Okay, let's get into some of the key matchups in this game or the key points. My biggest question is, can Matt Zollers get comfortable? If he can get comfortable in this game, he can sit back, read the field, not feel like he's getting pressured all the time. If he can stay in the pocket, deliver passes, then Missouri has more than a capable shot at winning this game. But a key to that is, can Ahmad Hardy get going? Ahmad Hardy has to help out his young quarterback. Obviously, it's not all on Ahmad Hardy. That offensive line is going to have to show up today more than they've had. This is the best pass rush they've faced all year. So they're going to have to show up. And can they just help Matt Zollers get comfortable? Can A&M get the explosive plays? Like I said before, this receiving unit is a unit you could run a quick little tunnel screen and they can take it to the house for 40 yards, or they're a 80-yard deep ball from Marcel Reed. This team can move the football, and they're great with explosives. Can they do that against Missouri and make usually the concept and the game plan is to keep quarterbacks off the field, but this is a new quarterback. This is a freshman coming into this game. First start. Can we keep him on the field? Can we hit explosive plays to make him come play football, make him beat us? That would be my goal if I was Texas A&M. In this game, who will be playing from behind? Conventional wisdom says Missouri will be, but if Missouri gets out there and gets a 10-0 lead or 17-7, 21-7 type of lead, sure, A&M's not an offense where they have to run the football. They can hit it through the pass, but if Missouri has a lead, they're going to run the football. They have a pretty good offensive line, and they're going to drain the clock. And they have a great defense. So in that situation, is Missouri's defense going to clamp up and win that football game? And if A&M is a team with the lead and Missouri's playing from behind, can Matt Zollers even catch up? So that's going to be, obviously, it's such a cliche to say, oh, who's going to be playing from behind? But I think it's really important in this football game. And a huge key on defense for Missouri here is, can you keep Marcel Reed in the pocket? Make him sit back there and take the intermediate passes across the middle. Can you do that? Can you make him place the ball on a comeback or a corner to the sideline? Make him do that. If I'm Missouri, that's what I'm. And Missouri does a great job of this already, setting the edge. Now, usually people contribute setting the edge to running the ball. If somebody's trying to run a sweep or they're trying to run off tackle, can you set the edge and not let them outside of you? Sure, yeah. But you have to set the edge in the passing game too. If you don't contain Marcel Reed in the pocket, he's going to get out and he's going to kill you all day. Make him step up in the pocket. Make him uncomfortable. If you do that, you got a shot at winning this game. Okay, the spread is A&M minus 6.5. A&M's money line is 255. Missouri's is 210. Over-under is 48.5. I think A&M's going to win this game. I think they do cover the spread late. I think this is probably a 3-point, 4-point game the whole game. And it's looking down. Missouri has a chance to stop them, get the ball back, and I think A&M just goes down and scores, covers the spread, maybe gets a turnover when Missouri gets the ball back after, and victory formation ends this game. So give me A&M to win, A&M to cover. I'm not personally betting this game. I just don't think there's that much value on it, but that's me. Thanks for tuning into the video. God bless.